Rakesh can solve 90% of the problems given in the book, and Rohit can solve 75% of the problems given in the book. Then the probability that at least one of them will solve, remember this, at least one, will solve a problem selected at a random from the book. Okay. Now, so whenever some questions is at least one, think about none. One minus none is at least one. Okay. So probability that, so suppose E1 is the event in which Rakesh can solve the problem. E2 is the event in which Rohit can solve the problem. We are given probability of E1 is 90% or 9 by 10. Probability of E2 is 75% or 3 by 4. Right? Now, what are we asked? E3 at least one can solve the problem. This means same as 1 minus E3 complement. What is E3 complement? No, none can solve the problem. Right? So what is probability of E3? 1 minus probability of E3 complement. Is that right? Okay. So when does E3 complement happen? No one can solve the problem. When this problem comes from the set which Rakesh cannot solve and Rohit cannot solve. So E3 complement would be nothing but E1 complement intersection E2 complement. Right? E1 is Rakesh can solve the problem. E2 is Rohit can solve the problem. E1 complement is Rakesh cannot solve the problem. E2 complement is Rohit cannot solve the problem. Right? Now, Rakesh and Rohit are two different people. Both are independent. So their ability to solve the problem can be assumed to be independent. So it is reasonable to assume that these two events are independent. In that case, probability of E1 complement intersection E2 complement. What is the probability of intersection when both are independent? It is the product of probabilities. What is probability of E1 complement? 1 minus probability of E1, that is 9 by 10, which is 1 by 10. Okay, so this is 1 by 10, 1 by 4, 1 by 40. So probability of E3 is 1 minus probability of E3 complement. This is your solution. Anyone has a doubt?